Hi everybody, welcome back to Nurse in the City. Today I want to talk about the Nclex registration process, how much it costs, actually sitting down for the Nclex, and what happens immediately after, like when you want to check your results and stuff like that, checking for your license, all that good stuff. So I'm going to leave a bunch of links down below, important links that you can use and resources just for applying for the Nclex and stuff like that, okay? So as of now, I am a licensed practical nurse. Yay! I received my license in the mail like 2 or 3 days ago. I just started applying for jobs yesterday. So if you guys want a video on what it's like applying for jobs and just like that whole process, let me know and I will do a video on that. Because I do want to kind of like express like I have a methodology behind it. I'm not just gonna take any job. I want to make sure it's a good fit for me, especially being a brand new graduate and especially being someone that hasn't really worked in the medical field before. So yeah, but let's get back to the NCLEX. So first it's registering, right? So my school helped us register. Like the teacher like literally sat beside us and helped us through the whole process. You have to register with two entities. You have to register with the basically like the NCLEX, the National NCLEX State Board. That's not State Board. You have to register with like the NCLEX, and you have to register with your state, your actual state's Office of Professions, like under nursing. You have to register with them too. So this costs money. To register for the NCLEX is $200, and to register with your state for your license is $125. We did everything at the same time. I don't know if you can do these things separately. Like we registered for one and we registered for the next one immediately after that. So just make sure that you know that it's gonna cost you over $300 to register. So make sure you have those coins aside for when you graduate or like before you graduate coming up to the end of the year, so that you won't have to worry about that. Because nobody told me. Yeah. So after you register, you're gonna get a confirmation email and stuff like that, and then you're gonna get an email maybe like a week later telling you, okay, you're good to go. You can schedule your exam, your NCLEX exam. I scheduled my exam 1 month after. I scheduled my exam like 1 month for 1 month after my last class. So I had my last class, I think like June 24th, and I set to register. Why can't I get this out? I scheduled, I don't know why I get so nervous like on camera. What's wrong with me? My last class was June 24th, and I took my NCLEX on July 24th. So I gave myself a month to study for the NCLEX. Did I use that whole month? No, not really. Like, I did a few like meetups with my classmates, and I literally waited like the last 3 days to do like cramming like 1,000 questions. That's how I take tests. That's how I learn. I cram information in, but that's what works for me. It may not work for you. I actually wouldn't suggest it. You know how you work. But the resources that I used, well, let me backtrack a little bit. So boom, we had our graduation. I'll insert some graduation pictures. If you guys want a video on graduation, I can definitely do that. But literally my graduation was only 20 minutes. Literally 20 minutes. It started at 6 and it ended at like 6:22. They got us out of there. But I can talk about my graduation and even leading up to graduation, because I know I didn't post in a while. But anyway, I'm getting off track. After graduation, we did have a few more classes. Our school hired a company to come in and like review everything that we learned over the past year and a half to kind of like put it all together for us, but in the form of the Nclex, because the Nclex, like the questions are different. At least for me, they were different than the type of questions that you're used to in class. The Nclex questions are like very situational. It's like, Mr. Smith is 54 years old and he came into the office and he's coughing and his skin is blue and whatever. What would you expect his maybe like platelet count to be? Like something random like that. Like you have to really use critical thinking. You have to be able to break the question down and see what they're asking for and stuff like that. Like there's a whole strategy behind taking the Nclex, trust me. Like I would suggest that you take a review course. Like I said, this review course was included in my tuition for school, so they hired this company to come in. This company is excellent. I would recommend them to anyone that's taking the Nclex. They're very, very good. I was much more confident in myself after taking this review course. It's called Ready to Pass, and of course I'll put the link down below. So yeah, Ready to Pass was great. Like I said, they boosted my confidence to take the Nclex. So yeah, I met with my study group like a few times, but I honestly studied better by myself. So yeah, coming up to the Nclex, I just did a bunch of questions. I used the SAUNDERS book that I did do like a video review on before. They're excellent. I didn't just use the book though. What I really use, the main resource that I use, is their online component. It has like thousands and thousands of questions, and you can filter to the type of questions you want and stuff like that. The only downside I would say about Saunders though is that they do not have a phone like app. Like they don't have all of the questions on your phone. I couldn't do it. I had to do it on the computer or a laptop. So that's definitely something to consider. I know that a lot of people use UWorld and it has really great reviews. I personally didn't use it. One, because I didn't have the money for it, and two, I didn't really think it was necessary. For me, I thought Saunders was excellent. They give rationale, and that's really all I need.
Once you read the rationale, it's like, it tells you, yeah. Anyway, so boom.
I took the Nclex. It was scheduled for 8 o'clock in the morning. I think I got there at 7 o'clock in the morning and sat in the parking lot and just to make sure I was there on time and that I could had some time to calm my nerves, because when I'm nervous, like my belly hurts and everything, and I didn't want to feel like that, like taking the test. So I did take my time, and sat in the parking lot. My friend also, my friend and classmate met me there. We were taking our tests at the same time, and yes, we did both pass. Yeah, it's a testing facility, so it's pretty strict. You can't, really bring anything in there with you. You can't have hats.
Sunglasses and all those basic things. They have cameras on you and audio, and like you're there to just take your test, focus on your test, and go.
They provide you with headphones, like noise canceling headphones, which I thought was pretty cool. I did use them, even though I don't think I really need them. So you have head canceling headphones, and you also have headphones for audio. Yeah, and you take the test. For me, my questions cut off at 85.
And like my heart sank. Like you don't know you're at 85. Like I knew when I was like at, yeah, like my heart sank. My test cut off at 85, and as you guys
know, if your test cuts off at 85, you either did really, really, really well or really, really bad. So it's like kind of nerve-wracking, and yeah. So I was like, that's it, I'm done. Like immediately after the Nclex, I'm like, damn, like that's it. Like, it's a really surreal moment, because you go to school for a year and a half,
and 3 days a week, 16 hours a week, I believe I was going to school, and that's it. Like now you really just have to wait for the results.
So I wanted to get my results. There's a few different ways that you can get your results. So there's an official, unofficial way, and that's 2 days after your Nclex, you can check your score through the Nclex like like Board of Nursing, like website. It costs you $8, and it basically is your unofficial score. There's another way to check your score unofficially, but it's like really, really unofficial. It's like a trick that I learned on Facebook. Basically, like you re-register for the NCLEX, and if it lets you, like if it passes, if it lets you like re-register to take the NCLEX, then it's like they say that you know you failed. But if it says, why can't I talk today? But if you try to re-register and it says, hey, you can't re-register, you already have registered for a test recently, then that's supposed to mean that you passed, because it's not going to take your money again. Be careful with that, because I had a friend, like she actually lost like $200 because they did take her money and like a whole bunch of things. So just be careful with that. But you can just wait the 24 hours and get the unofficial results from the NCLEX board. And it basically lets you know what it says. It says if you pass or not. So, and then, so that's like the unofficial scores still, right? So there's a system that you can look up your nurse's number. So after I found out after the 2 days unofficially that I passed, I'm like, okay, I passed, great, but when is my license coming in? When is my license number coming in? So the website is Nurses, it's NURSYS, and this is the website that hospitals, everyone uses to check your nursing license, to check if it's in good standing, to check if it exists. You know, you put in your name or whoever, the nurse's name, and it'll tell you the license number and everything, which is public record. So what I did was like literally every day, almost every day, I'm like, literally every day I would go on this website and I would type my name in and see if my license number came up. My license number did eventually come up about 2 weeks after I took the NCLEX. So it takes about 2 weeks to show up on that website, and then I got my license like in the actual mail a few days after that. So it takes like 2 to 2.5 weeks. Well, it took me 2 to 2.5 weeks to receive my license. So that's my NCLEX experience, and if you have any questions, just let me know.
So that's my NCLEX experience. If you have any questions, cut all that. So yeah, that is my NCLEX experience. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I do want to do a video about like the job selection process and like the things that I'm looking for in a job, for my first job and everything.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.